Movsar Evloev just got screwed, and fans are finally starting to realize it. The undefeated Russian was quietly building one of the most dominant resumes in the UFC's featherweight division. He was winning, he was evolving, and most importantly, he was waiting. Waiting for his chance at the belt, a shot at gold that felt long overdue, but instead of finally getting his moment, the UFC just announced he'll be fighting Aaron Pico, a guy who's never even competed inside the UFC octagon. And just like that, Movsar's title hopes got thrown in the trash. At 18-0, Movsar Evloev has done everything right. He's not just undefeated, he's untouched. His style is suffocating, relentless. His fight IQ is elite. His cardio never fades, and he makes good fighters look average. He beat Dan Ige clean. He survived a dangerous, last-minute Diego Lopes. He's been ready for a title shot, or at the very least a true #1 contender fight, for over a year. But here's the thing. Movsar doesn't talk trash. He doesn't beg. He just wins. And in today's UFC, that might be the exact reason he's being ignored. Alexander Volkanovski still holds the featherweight belt. But let's be honest, fan interest isn't what it used to be. After 2 brutal knockout losses, including the Ilia Topuria knockout that shook the entire division, Volk is now taking time off. Rightfully so. He's been active, he's been dominant, but he's also been through wars, and while Volk is on the sidelines, the division is sitting in neutral. There's no buzz, no momentum, no top contender stepping into that spotlight. Movsar was supposed to be that guy. The fresh blood. The undefeated killer. But instead, he's fighting someone from Bellator. Let's be real, Aaron Pico is fun to watch. Explosive. Powerful. He's got highlight reels. But what he doesn't have is any standing in the UFC rankings. He hasn't fought anyone in the top 15. He hasn't even fought in the UFC. This matchup makes no sense. Not for Movsar, not for the featherweight division. If Movsar wins, people say, he beat a Bellator guy. If he loses, he's off the title radar for years. This isn't a step forward, and it's a trap, and everyone can see it. Unfortunately, this isn't new. We've seen this story play out before. With Bilal Muhammad, with Mateusz Gamrot, with Islam Makhachev before he got his shot. The UFC has a history of slow playing the wrong contenders. Why? Because they don't talk enough? Because their style isn't flashy enough? Because they don't sell pay-per-views with call-outs? Movsar is the latest victim, and it's starting to feel like the UFC isn't interested in rewarding dominance, only popularity. The frustration is building. It's not just about Movsar, it's about a system that feels broken, where rankings don't matter, where resumes mean nothing, and where title shots are handed out based on buzz, not merit. Ilia Topuria moved up to lightweight. Max Holloway did the same. And with Volk out of action, the featherweight division suddenly feels empty at the top. There are no fresh matchups, no clear stars waiting in line, just one guy who's earned everything and been given nothing. Movsar Evloev. He's the only elite featherweight who hasn't fought for gold. He's the last unbeaten hope in the top 5. And the UFC just booked him in a fight that doesn't move him forward at all. What does this say to future contenders? If going 18-0 and dismantling every opponent still isn't enough to earn a shot, what is? Movsar's getting the same treatment others got before him. Dangerous guys who were too skilled, too quiet, or just not flashy enough for the UFC marketing machine. But here's the thing. Fans aren't stupid. They know who's real, they know who's earned it, and they know when someone's getting buried. Movsar Evloev doesn't just deserve a title shot, he's owed one. He fought his way through a stacked division, stayed undefeated, took every challenge that came his way, and waited patiently for his moment. And what did he get? A fight against a guy who's never even competed in the UFC rankings. A setup that does nothing for his career and everything to stall his momentum. If Movsar steamrolls Pico, and let's be honest, he probably will, the UFC won't have any excuses left. But if they bury him again after that, fans will know the truth. This isn't about skill. This isn't about merit. It's about marketing. And that's a problem way bigger than just one fighter.